Hey guys, it's me again. Welcome back to our 10th video together. Do you guys have an absolute favorite fruit? When I was a kid, I was completely obsessed with lychees. I grew up in the south where lychees are grown, so every summer I always had access to the freshest ones. I was scrolling through shorts the other day and just found out there's actually a thing called dead lychees. Because they have a super short shelf life, if they are shipped too far, they go bad, and the translucent flesh turns milky white. I loved them so much growing up that when they were in season, I'd eat a ton of them almost every single day. My grandma saw how obsessed I was, so she'd always buy me a huge bag whenever she went to the market. Miraculously, no matter how many I ate, I never got sick of them. But you know what they say, if you push your luck long enough, something's gotta give. Eating that many lychees, a disaster was bound to happen. One time, while I was peeling a lychee, I noticed this weird, dark, sandy stuff near the stem. And it wasn't just on one lychee, it was on a bunch of them. I accidentally got some in my mouth, and the texture was absolutely disgusting. From that day on, my craving for lychees just completely vanished. I haven't touched one since. I just entirely lost my appetite for them. Later on, I found out that the black, sandy stuff was actually bug droppings. Yup, which means I literally ate bug poop. Ugh, just thinking about it makes me nauseous all over again. Nowadays, my all-time favorite fruit is durian. Now, I know durian is super polarizing. Some people love it, while others think it smells awful and absolutely hate it. My very first experience with durian is actually quite a story. One day, my grandpa brought a huge durian home out of nowhere. It just so happened that my mom and I were visiting him that day. It was my first time ever seeing a durian. I thought it looked so weird and gooey. I didn't touch it or try it. I just stared at it from a distance. It was also my mom's first time seeing one. She probably thought it was way too expensive, and since there wasn't a lot of it, she felt bad taking any and wanted to save it for the others. So she played it cool, pretended she wasn't interested, and rushed us home. Back then, both my family and my grandpa's family were really broke, so durian was a massive luxury to us. Honestly, I was super curious about it, but since my mom refused it, I didn't dare say a word. I just had to pretend I wasn't interested either. I thought that was the end of the story, but my grandpa must have seen right through us. Or maybe he just really wanted us to try something nice since we couldn't afford it ourselves. He packed some of the durian into a bag, biked all the way to our house, basically forced it into our hands, and quickly took off. So, of course, we finally got to taste it, and it was incredible. All these years later, my whole family is still obsessed with durian. Sometimes it gets me thinking, whether it's falling in love with something or totally despising it, it all seems to happen in a split second or because of one specific trigger. It's hard to say. Like, if I hadn't eaten that bug poop, would I still be a lychee fan today? If my grandpa hadn't dropped off that durian, would I have ever discovered how much I love it? What about you guys? Is there anything you fell in love with instantly? Or something you hated in a heartbeat? That's gonna wrap up today's story time. Thank you guys so much for listening. I'm Ping, a new YouTuber, and I'll catch you in the next one.